I am George Andreas, the Executive Director of Geriatric Care and Vulnerable Support Initiative, GCVSI, and a certified health and wellness practitioner by the United States Institute of Wellness. In this video, I would be discussing the various theories and physiology of sleep. Health implications of altered sleep stages. Numerous studies have revealed quite a few psychophysiological dysfunctions capable of interrupting certain metabolic functions, thereby affecting the quality of life and the overall health outcomes if individuals are not getting enough night sleep or interrupt their sleep cycle every night. The following are some examples of sleep cycle disruption. A lack of or insufficient sleep contributes to maladaptive changes in one's body, causing metabolic disorders like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, obesity, and other somatic health diseases. Insufficient sleep has been discovered to cause enhanced expression of genes related to oxidative stress and immune response, leading to weakening body defense mechanisms and susceptibility to invading pathogenic agents. Sufficient sleep is required to balance catabolic activities experienced during the wake time by switching to anabolic functions, bringing to bear the essential role of sleep in restorative activities of worn-out cells and tissues. It is well documented that sleep disorders are highly prevalent in patients with mental disorders, and they can lead to adverse effects on cognitive, emotional, and interpersonal functioning. What it means is that individuals with habitual sleep disruption are more susceptible to mental disorders. Sufficient sleep is important for certain functions of the brain. For example, sufficient nighttime sleep is required for effective neurocommunication between one nerve cell to the other, especially at the synapse. Some studies have suggested the housekeeping role of sleep in removing accumulated toxin buildup in the brain during the day. Insufficient sleep has been reported to contribute significantly to memory impairment and other cognitive systemic dysfunctions or bad functions associated with aging. A lack of slow-wave sleep (SWS) has been reported to impair long-term memory in cognitively normal older adults. Sleep plays a crucial role in memory consolidation, with slow-wave sleep (SWS) being assumed to significantly impact the consolidation of acquired memories, while rapid eye movement (REM) is thought to be important for the stabilization of formed memories. Partial sleep deprivation has been related to activated DNA damage response and promoted cellular senescence. Lack or insufficient sleep has been linked to the development of Alzheimer's disease. In a nutshell, sufficient sleep is needed for restorative function and vitality, maintenance of optimal immune function, and promotion of memory consolidation and stabilization. Sleep-related problems can predispose one to psychiatric disorders, somatic disorders like heart disease, for example, hypertension, metabolic disorders like diabetes, physical inattention like road traffic accidents, and diminished and impaired memory functions. Some immediate negative impacts of poor sleep. Whenever an individual fails to have sufficient sleep or interrupts the various stages and cycle of nighttime sleep, certain immediate impacts would be manifested in the course of the day, and they include the following. 1. The inability to make rational decisions due to fatigue and a stressful mental state. The individual wouldn't be able to make rational and fast decisions, especially in situations requiring smart and urgent critical decisions. 2. The inability to apply critical thinking skills, which is pivotal in problem solving and leadership dexterity. 3. Since sufficient sleep promotes memory consolidation and brain functional vitality, therefore, Lack or insufficient sleep will promote momentary amnesia and make vital information tracking very difficult, if not impossible. Frequent errors in figures, data, and statistics become imminent. 4. Lack or insufficient sleep has been linked to poor mental and emotional states of mind, which makes emotional and behavioral control extremely difficult. Insufficient sleep has been proven to influence poor comportment and reduced concentration on things that matter to one's daily activities. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 3 adults in the US reports not getting enough sleep. If you are one of those individuals that has not been prioritizing sufficient sleep, then I recommend these simple nighttime behaviors, which I suggest are drivers of sufficient sleep. These are simple everyday behaviors that have tremendous impacts on the quality and quantity of sleep. Limit electronics before bed. Do all you can to avoid screens of cell phones and television at least 30 minutes to 1 hour before bedtime, as it will accelerate the secretion and activities of melatonin and faster sleep. Daily exposure to natural sunlight. Try to get at least 30 minutes of natural sunlight per day. Sunlight accelerates and promotes the production of certain brain chemicals known as serotonin that has an impact on one's overall well-being. Maintaining routine bed and wake times. Have a consistent bed and wake time promotes the circadian clock, which is an internally driven 24-hour cycle that helps to maintain sleep and wake cycle. The circadian cycle equally promotes the secretion of melatonin before bedtime. Prioritize daily exercise. Exercises are a good way of promoting sufficient and complete sleep cycle. Sufficient sleep accelerates the process of healing and building of worn-out cells and tissues which the body experiences during the complex process of exercising. These complex biochemical breakdowns lead to the accumulation of lactic acid around the joints, which often lead to pain. Eat lightly before bedtime. It's recommended to eat at least 3 hours before bedtime. And if one must eat before bedtime, it should be a very light meal. Don't eat a heavy meal before bed because the process of digestion may interrupt one's sleep. For example, late digestion may cause the need to go to the toilet, thereby interrupting the sleep cycle. Indigestion may occur due to late eating, resulting in serious abdominal discomfort. Avoid consuming alcohol. Alcohol is generally discouraged before bedtime, even though in small quantities it can have a sedative effect. However, when consumed in large quantities, it may interrupt the normal sleep cycle. Research has reported that more than 70% of people suffering from alcohol use disorder equally suffer from alcohol-induced disorders like insomnia. Regular drinking before bedtime is linked to shorter periods of rapid eye movement, REM sleep, and by extension disrupts the circadian rhythm and snoring. Maintain quiet and dark rooms. A quiet and serene environment naturally promotes good and faster sleep. Therefore, distracting objects like cell phones, televisions, and radios should be turned off. Even though some individuals like listening to soft music before bedtime, that should be allowed in a very low tune to promote faster sleep. Furthermore, turning off lights and leaving the room dark would improve the secretion of melatonin and promote deep and faster sleep. Get sufficient sleep. Getting enough sleep is as important as sleep itself, because the longer the sleep time, the more REM sleep the individuals will get, which promotes a complete sleep cycle. In a nutshell, getting sufficient sleep plays a significant role in human survival and their overall health outcomes, since the body naturally needs a break to recuperate from worn out activities experienced by cells and tissues during the day. The importance of the various stages of non-rapid eye movements, NREM, and rapid eye movement, REM, alongside their psychophysiological processes, cannot be overemphasized as they play key roles in promoting the stabilization of the human brain and its cognitive functions over time. However, if after trying these simple lifestyle modifications for 2 to 3 days and you are still unable to get qualitative and quantitative sleep, then you must consult a healthcare professional immediately for an elaborate medical evaluation and possible personalized intervention. If you find this video helpful and educative enough, kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe to follow for more health literacy videos like this. Thanks, and see you in our next video.